Hello, hello, and welcome back to Resident Evil. I miss the fight for your fears and survive. I miss when they did that. I hate that they stopped doing it. Now it's just it really does help like set the mood for what you're about to play. Okay, I got armor key. I put you away. Nope. There we go. Let's see. Right, that hallway there. Oh. The one that's marked red. I believe that's the... Oh, that's quick turn. I believe that's the crow hallway. No, wait, I'm dumb. No. Oh, that's right. Doorknob's broken. I can't go out that way. Okay, what was I doing? Let's check the inventory box. That way, usually it can give like an indicator of what we were doing before. Okay, shotgun shells, sword key, emblem, wind crest. Mask without eyes, nose, or mouth. So we got 2 of the 4 masks for that one Scarlet Head. We need the missing sheet music and the wind crest. I forget what this is for, and what the emblem's for. Hang on. Wind crest is an icon depicting wind. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. I'll say I am a little annoyed. Not related to this, but I sent my knife off. It's a Benchmade, high quality. I spent several $100s on it when I got it several years ago. And I sent it off to get sharpened, clean, because that's a service Benchmade offers, where they'll like take care of your supplies. I mean, not supplies, but you know, take care of your stuff for you. And I can't open the knife again. I don't know if they just... Because what they do is they like clean it, oil it, sharpen it, make it factory new, more or less. It's locked. No. Okay, I need helmet. And I cannot open the damn thing again, which is an issue for a pocket knife. I don't know if they would like tighten the screws on it too much or what have you, but yeah, definitely annoying. We have to fiddle with this so I can get, you know, my knife operational again. Okay, I can go out this way. Yeah. There's no knob on the door. You can't go through. What? There's no knob. There's no knob on this. Okay, if I go that way, that puts me onto the path with the snake. Sneaky snake. Okay, where have I not been? I'm like 95% sure I unlocked the crow room and I just like noped out because I saw what it was. But that would still show up red on this, I believe. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm definitely sure it's... Okay, yeah, I think I gotta go downstairs, head out through that way, and then head into the crow room. Yeah, it is a very nice knife, though. Benchmade in general, they make really good knives. A lot of the ones I see in stores nowadays, I don't really like the shape for them. Or they have some type of serration. I'm just not a fan of serration on my knives. It's like, it makes it like more annoying to maintain, and also it doesn't really add much to it. Like, if you use it in like self-defense, it's gonna get stuck in the person that you just stabbed. And if you're trying to like use it as like a opener for a lot of things, the serration's not gonna help out too much. Haha. He's stuck. Alright, then... Yeah, shouldn't be too bad. I remember the crow room can fuck you up if you you mess it up, though. Jill, you so pretty. And your tits so jiggly. The Resident Evil games aren't that scary. Like once all the zombies are dead, it's pretty relaxing and calm actually. Okay, and then this door we need the Spencer key. This is the crow hallway, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, here it is. Title is written as follows. Bring the light of truth to the three spirits. Picture of a Valiant wearing a bracelet. Set in yellow stained glass. There's a switch here. Press the switch. No. Picture of a sage wearing a necklace. It's set in red stained glass. There's a switch here. Press it. No. Picture of a saint wearing a crown. It's set in yellow stained glass. There's a switch here. Press it. No. That is a very detailed crow. Like, look at the texture work on its feet. That's impressive. Picture of a saint wearing a crown, set in yellow stained glass. Just switch here. Lisa, protected by three spirits. Picture of a woman wearing a bracelet, a necklace, and a crown. There's a switch at the bottom of the picture. Press it? No. Okay, so she needs... green crown, red bracelet, purple necklace. Okay, that's purple now. The crown needs to be green. Bracelet needs to be red. Okay, change you to red. Ah, okay, it's on the other side. Okay, then go this way. Press that. Pure white. Bracelets, go pure white light, switch here, press it, yep. Turned orange, and it's bracelet, necklace, and a crown. Okay, so bracelet's done. Necklace is done. Crown needs to be green. Oh, there we go. Now, does it have to be both sides is the issue? Is it both sides? Yep, looks good. All right, protected. Ba ba ba. She's all good and dandy. Press it. Yes. Hooray! And we aren't killed by crows. Will you take the death mask? Yes. And luckily we are right next to where this is, so we don't have to worry about use the lockpick. So with this one we can just like go dump off immediately and not have to worry about using our inventory. Yeah, that's pretty easy. I wonder what Chris is doing. Just hanging out with Rebecca, I guess. Okay, death mask. It's a death mask without a mouth. Mask without a mouth. Okay, where's mouth? Mouth! Yay. Goody. Okay, so I got 2 others, so I just need 1 more mask, and then that is gonna come tumbling down, tumbling down. We gotta fight a Crimson Head. Man, it is really bothering me. I cannot get this knife open. Because I am like a little hesitant to try and like force it open just in case it flicks and like slices my hand open. Because I have actually been cut by that knife before when I like got it first time I got it, and it is pretty damn sharp. It will slice and dice you. Okay, I don't want to go there because that puts you on the path with the snake. I don't think I have the stuff for that. Let me go check that room over there. Because if that stuff... Oh, wait, I could have taken the other path and just walked around. Well, actually, no. I need to go this way to check that out. You stay over there, buddy. Yeah, you stay over there. Up. Okay, I forget if that door is locked by the armor key. Let's see. Oh, fuck. There's a Crimson Head in this room. Locked from the other side. Okay. I forgot. I did not deal with the Crimson Head that's in this room. Oh, that's mucho bad. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna walk this way. Just gonna ignore that problem. See? Not my issue anymore. Alright, then... yeah, this way. So I don't remember if this is one of the ones that requires the... Hello! It's locked. Okay, I thought that was an armor key room for some reason. We just did the crow room without getting killed, so that was good. Because I remember the first time I did the crow room, that room messed me up. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to face Yawn soon. Because I think I've done pretty much everything I can do now. Let me go check on the bottom floor there. Yeah, because I remember when I went through it, like, I was just like, I don't understand this. And I pressed the button that is supposed to be like the end of the puzzle. And yeah, those crows, yeah, they made me realize, they made sure to teach me, don't do that. Nice. There's still gonna be like 2 more, at least here, 2 more IP houses, I think, because they have Stranger Things, Sinners, Hellraiser. So I'm curious what the last 2 are gonna be. I hope it's not like Five Nights at Freddy's again, because like last year was like, if I remember right, No, they didn't have Stranger Things last year, I think. I don't know. It feels like they did Stranger Things like relatively recently. Because that was an issue locked. Okay, that's a helmet room. Okay. Because that was an issue with like when The Walking Dead was relevant, where they just did like The Walking Dead for like fucking 5 years in a row, and it was so irritating. Yeah, I'm seeing the Final Fantasy Orchestra on Friday, so I am really hyped for that. I've actually been trying to binge finish 16 because I left off around like the Bahamut fight, which is like the last quarter of the game. Use the armor key. Oh, okay. I knew there was a place I hadn't been to yet. Yeah, it's mainly, it's gonna have the lady who does the vocals for 14 and 16. It's gonna mainly be music from 16 and 14 because it's based off his music. But they're also gonna be doing music throughout the entire series. Like it says, select music from the entire series, but it's mainly focused on 16 and 14. Table made of glass. So I am very excited for it. I didn't realize how close it was. So I was like, oh shit, I still need to finish this game. Now I'm just like doing the DLC. But yeah, I like it. It's fun. Music's godly. Boris has given up the ghost. Looks like he's been dead for a while. I'll take that. I'll take the dagger. Is that... What else is here? Foliage plant. Someone was... Now, I was complaining like a couple minutes ago is I sent my knife off to get serviced because the company that I bought it from offers like a service where they'll... Okay. Oh, you are fast! You are fast! Holy shit, why are you so fast? Do I not have the dagger equipped? Why is it not working? Fuck! I forgot to bring... Oh, there's my ammo. No, go. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Not today, fucko. Jesus Christ, get the fuck... Ah, damn it. He is fast. I don't remember him being that fast. Ah, fuck. How far back am I? I gotta do the bird room again. Darn it. Yeah, I sent my knife off to get serviced, and you know, it's cool that they like redid it, oiled it, sharpened it, and all that, but I can't get the damn thing open again, which is a bit of an issue for a pocket knife, for it to not be able to swing, because it's a flip blade, not like an automatic, but it's not flipping open anymore. Like I can't force it open, which is a bit of an issue. So like I'll have to like tinker with it. I am a little what's the word? Hesitant to try and force it open, just because I have gotten like sliced by this thing before. So I don't have like insurance right now, just due to swapping my jobs. I haven't been there long enough to get my new insurance. So, you know, I don't want to slice my hand, then need surgery and not have the money to foot that bill. Yeah, I'm probably gonna grab the, actually, let me dump the, is there any zombies here for me to deal with? So it might actually be a good idea to, like, he's gonna be like the only zombie I deal with, so let me actually do that. That'd be smart to swap out. There we go. Shotgun definitely seems like a better option. He is fast, and her little 9mm doesn't seem like it's doing much to him. Okay, this way. Yeah, I'm so pumped for that concert. I'm so excited for it. When I went to, it's at the same place I went and saw the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra, and that was amazing. And it was really cool because like you could see like people, because like people dress very, you know, they dress to the nines for it since it's an orchestra. You would have people who would also do like the, like they're still finely dressed, but they're doing like a themed cosplay. So like it's Aqua, but it's Aqua in like fine dress clothes, for example. Wait, is that gonna? That can don't. Yeah. Or Nominee, but she's also in like a fine outfit. So I'm curious if there's anyone gonna be doing that for like Final Fantasy characters. Like it is mainly 16 and 14, and I'm not sure like what the assorted tracks from the rest of the series will be. So I'm assuming if there anyone's gonna be doing it, it's probably gonna be like Jill, Clive, or characters from 14 like Ishtola, Thancred, LSA, Alphino, etc., etc. Someone just comes in just in a normal fine dining, not fining, like normal fine, shit. Normal dress clothes, and then they just have like cat ears and go, "This is my warrior light Mikote." Yeah. Okay, unless they change it up on me, it's probably gonna be the same thing, just a little swappy swap. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. Ba, 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 boop, ba, bee, come on, doop, bop. There we go, easy. I'll take that. Okay, now we're gonna actually, this is actually kind of good that I died, because now I can actually dump off all three of these. Because that means we just have one mask left to do. Also, the title for the stream name is from a movie. I haven't watched it yet. I know it's like an old... It's a old... The 70s or 80s? It's a Mondo film. But it's on Shudder, so I was like very... Shudder knows ball. Shudder is like... If you like horror movies in like any regard outside of just like very basic, like normie, like slasher shit, it has a lot of cool stuff. Oh, duh. Like Shudder is so good. Definitely like one of the best like specialized streaming services out there. So oof. I love the little blood splatter on the camera. Yay. Okay, so just one more, and then we gotta deal with that Crimson Head later. I will say, the shotgun does bother me a little. That's like... like, this part here looks more like a repeating... Like a... What are they called? Like a lever action repeater, like the way that the thing here looks. I know it's not because it has a pump on it. But just like looking at it on her model, like at a glance, it makes me go, oh, that's a lever action repeating rifle. Like, no, that's a shotgun. Why is it? It's a very pretty gun. But like just looking at it at a glance, it doesn't look like one to me, which always like kind of catches me off guard. Ah. I would say like streaming stuff is a lot more convenient, but I don't know. I feel like there's a bit of a lost feeling, if that makes sense. Because I remember when I was a kid, and this is before, you know, anime was like big. Oh, upstairs. But I remember like staying up late. You know, I mean, there was anime like, you know, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Tokyo Mew Mew. You know, the stuff that I was playing on like 4Kids or Fox Kids if you're dirt old like I am. But like when you would stay up late and catch stuff on like Toonami or Adult Swim, I don't know, it always just felt very like, maybe it's just like the ones that they chose, but it always felt very different than like the anime that you watch like nowadays. It's like, oh, you have like Crunchyroll, you got Netflix, you got so many different ways to watch it, and everyone can enjoy it and watch it. Instead of having to like sneak watch it late at night and going, what is this? This is so different. Should I be watching this? Like the memory of watching like Ghost in the Shell standalone complex like at 1 a.m. because I woke up in the middle of the night because the TV was left on. And like that is still like a specific feeling of watching the opening to that anime at like such a late night and such a young age, and it just feels, I don't know, I haven't really felt anything that can like replicate it. In hindsight, I probably should have grabbed a herb. Oh fuck, he is so fast. Yeah, die, fucker. Can I light him on fire? Yeah. It's not necessary. Oh, hell yeah, it is. Burn him. Burn his body. What was it? Was it reload? That's fair. Okay, I have too much stuff. Shit. Yeah, shotgun seems like it's a much better option for dealing with him than the pistol was. I get paranoid. Like, this game does make you paranoid. It's kind of like in Dead Space, where after you kill a necromorph, you just stomp it into till it's just like little giblets. This is burn the bodies, burn them. We can't leave anything left. Okay, that herb is just gonna have to stay back there because I don't have space for it. I'm actually gonna have to run back to somewhere so I can drop off this extra ammo in this gun. Okay, so we did all this. We got the grenade launcher. Actually, I think I can, yeah. Because Yawn is on this side of the building, so I need to go this way anyway, so I can just... Oh, whoops, wrong way. Yeah, I need to go this way anyway, so I can just pop in, then go grab that herb and just bring it back. That should be pretty easy. Hey, Bubba. When's the last time they did a Resident Evil house? Because I remember they did that one year, and it was, I mean, granted, it was pretty cheesy, but I liked it. It was so fun. Like, they had, it was like set in like, it was based off Resident Evil 2, because of course. Not speaking ill of Resident Evil 2, but like, I don't know, I feel like they could have done something with a Spencer Mansion. I think that could make a very cool haunted house. But it was based on like, I mean, actually it was based off 2 and 3, because it was based off Raccoon City. Actually, I think I should save. Oop. But it had like Nemesis, and it had like the Lickers, zombies, of course. It had Leon, Claire. I don't remember if Ada was there and Jill was there. Like, it's been a long time since they've done a Resident Evil house though, so I'm hoping that they do one. I will say it is a pet peeve. I wish I could reorganize my inventory, just like move stuff where I want it. Not having my weapons be at the top is I need to fix that. There we go. There we go. Chris has the... Oh, shit. Whoops. Chris has the lighter as his, like, item, correct? Like how Jill has the lockpick, so that way you don't have to carry it, correct? If I remember right. Okay, let's save just so I don't have to do that again. I forget what year it was, because that's a handy thing with, like, the Halloween Horror Nights, like, wiki. Outside of just, like, explaining, like, a lot of the lore for, like, the original houses, because, you know, you're going through the house getting spooked, so you're not going to catch everything. Ah, okay, he does have the lighter, okay. But it helps me, like, figure out, like, what years I was there, because, like, when I was in high school and, like, younger, I couldn't really go every year, because that was, you know, my parents' money, or my relatives' money. But now that I'm adult and I got money, I can go whenever I want. Okay, so I think I've done... Okay, so the room down there, that's a piano room, and then the other small room in there is the tiger statue. All this stuff I don't have the key for. Typewriter, that's still like that later puzzle. So yeah, I think... Oh wait, no, I gotta go get the, I'm gonna go get that herb and then I'll go deal with Jan. Because I know that once we go into that hallway, we're on a time limit to make sure that what's-his-name doesn't die from the poison. So... Okay, then, yeah. This way. Oh, right, the DLC for Doom came out. I didn't realize it was coming out so soon. It's kind of funny, like, before I, like, played through the series, like, streamed it, I was a Doom Eternal truther, but after playing through the entire series outside of Doom... I do plan on streaming Doom 3, it's just, like, a matter of, like, finding time for it. Because, like, it isn't my favorite Doom game, but I know you and, like, other viewers do enjoy it, so I do want to, like, play it. And maybe I'll, like, reevaluate it replaying it. But I remember, like, really liking Doom Eternal. Granted, they have changed it in, like, some of the updates. Like, the audio mixing is way more muffled than I remember it being, and they definitely, like, changed some of the, like, visual cues are a little different than they used to be. Yeah, like, usually, like, when you announce something, it's, like, months. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I do plan on streaming Doom 3. It's in my... Because on Steam... Like, on Steam, I do make, like, a list of, like... games I'm streaming, and it's, like, the games I'm currently streaming. So it's usually just 3 games, then, like... I also include, like, the multiplayer games I like. So, like, Final Fantasy 14, since I usually do, like, holidays for that. Yu-Gi-Oh! I usually, like, might just record, like, videos for. And then Overwatch is, like, the only, like, competitive multiplayer shooter I play. So if I ever... This way? Yeah. Yeah. You know, have, like, literally nothing else to play. I can just pop that on and just have fun. I always get paranoid trying to stream that one, though, just because it's like... Oh, what if I accidentally hit, like, the key for, like, talking to the party? And now I'm just live streaming, and they're going, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I'm mortified and embarrassed forevers. I also have, like, one where it's, like, games to stream in the future. Games that viewers have expressed interest in. God, I have so many healing items. Or games, like, I started playing games in this series, so I need to, like, go back to playing and finishing that series. So, like, the first games I ever played or streamed was, like, Blue Reflection, Armored Core, and Dead Space. And, like, Dead Space 2 I do for my, like, anniversary streams. And then I'd still need to go play, like, replay, like, or restream, like, Dead Space Original, since I did Remake. 2 is its own thing. I don't know if I'll do... what's the third one called? Or, not... I don't know if I'll do 3 or... Extraction? What was that one called? Yeah, what was that one called? Yeah, Dead Space Extraction. Mainly because I have the Wii version, and getting Wii... definitely the real Wii, wink wink, working control-wise can be a bit of a pain in the ass. As we saw with Silent Hill Shattered Memories. So, like, that one, and I'm just not sure if I would stream it just due to it being a pain in the dick. 3, I just plain don't like Dead Space 3. Like, I think, like, some of the stuff it introduces with, like, the Brethren Moons and all that, I think that is so cool. And it's, like, a really, really, really bleak aspect to add into the narrative. And it does explain, like... I forget what the paradox is called, but it's like, oh, if there's the vastness of the universe and how there should be so much alien life, how come we have not detected any of it, and how come none of it's detected us? And it's like, oh, Dead Space explains it, because they're all fucking dead. It's dead space, literally. Space is dead. The Brethren Moons have killed everything. And it's like, that's amazing. I think a major issue is like I just don't like the juvenile like love triangle shit that they did, and also the game isn't balanced for single player. So like if you're playing single player and not playing with your buddies, the game is still like designed for 2 people, so they're just throwing mobs at you that you realistically are very hard to handle with just 1 person because they're designed for 2. It's like if they did Resident Evil 5 and just removed Sheva and just still expected Chris to handle all that on his own. Like that's like it's still not, I would still rather play it than like most other games. Like Dead Space is like probably like my overall favorite survival horror. Actually, either Silent Hill or Dead Space is my all-time favorite survival horror series. Yeah, 2 is just so good. I'm surprised. I'm gonna shut up so I don't jinx myself. Use the armor key. There's no further use for this key. Discard, yes. Yeah, Dead Space 2 is really good. I remember just the tonal difference between the commercials from like Dead Space 1 with the twinkle twinkle little star just showing Isaac getting eviscerated by necromorphs, and then 2 having that absolutely baller trailer with the Smashing Pumpkins. It's just, God, that trailer is so good.
Richard, what happened? You're wounded.
Yeah, I definitely think Resi 5 could have been cooler if it was just Chris by himself, because I do remember those trailers where it was Chris just by himself.
What did this to you?
A big snake.
Snake.
And it had to be poisonous.
Poisonous?
Bro,
Richard,
I think he
hold
got bigger
on.
issues than the poison. Your arm is mangled.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
Like, I definitely think it would have been. Oh, it's all the way over there. Oh, that's right. Now I remember where it is. Okay, let me. Yeah, Sheva. I really like Sheva. I think Sheva's a baddie, so that is. I am biased because I do find Sheva very attractive. But I definitely believe the rumor that she was just tacked onto the game to deal with the controversy that people, or the issue people had, and like the controversy Resident Evil had, or Resi 5 had, in regards to Chris being in Africa and shooting African zombies. I always thought that was like a really stupid thing people complain about, because it's like no one cared about Leon like suplexing Spaniards into dust, and no one cared in Resident Evil 6 when Chris was shooting Chinese zombies. I don't know. I think it was very dumb controversy, and I definitely do believe like I don't know if it's true, like Capcom ever directly said it, or if it is just like one of those internet rumors, but I would definitely believe it, because the game seemed like from very early trailers to be just Resident Evil 4 but Chris in Africa. Yeah, those were the days. Now you just go on Twitter now and just post a screenshot from V and just farm in interactivity and get them Elon bucks. That's what people do now. All discussion is actually dead. Wait, am I dumb? There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I have a soft spot for 5 just because I played it with my cousin back in the day. So like I do have like a fondness for it. I don't know if I would enjoy playing it like again by myself, because from what I've generally heard, Sheva's AI is garbage. It's an old typewriter. If I had an increment, I could say my... Okay, where is the serum? Oh, you take the serum, yes. There are several kinds of serum here. Yeah, and like 4 is just as wrong as 5 is, because like the Spanish that the Spaniards are speaking in 4 is not Spanish that the Spaniards are speaking. They have like much more Latin American Spanish. And then in 5, it's set on the West Coast, or it's set in like a West African country. I think it's based around like where Niger or like Mali would be, if I remember the map correctly. And they have them speaking Swahili, which is on the other side of the continent. Like, that's over in Kenya. That's on the East Coast. That's, you got a big area in between Niger and Kenya. Which, if they actually remake 5, which I highly doubt just due to the controversy that game has, I don't see Capcom wanting to deal with that again. I definitely think it'd be very, very funny if they actually, because like in 4 Remake, they actually did fix like the Spanish for the most part. So it'd be very funny to me if they changed the Swahili to like being an actual like Yoruba or Igbo or something like that. Something like they actually speak in that area. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting when I decide to stream 5, because I will be playing that one solo.
Here,
There you go.
Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in
So
there.
it's gonna be interesting to see how bad Shiva's AI actually is.
Jill, here's my radio. Take it.
Cool.
I'm...
Got the rock channel on this?
Does it ever not hurt?
You okay? Dude, your arm is fucked.
I'm okay. The others...
Bro, you got messed up. I have so many green herbs. Wait, what? Is there another item out there that I missed? Hang on. True. I mean, his arm is like messed though. Like, I think the poison is probably like one. I mean, yeah, poison bad. You're gonna die from poison, but also like you have a big gaping wound like that, and you're in a place with like zombies. Like, just think of like. Also, this place in general is not very sanitary, so like, I don't know. I would be very concerned about just like infection and like able made of glass. What am I missing out here? Oh, I didn't grab the knife. I forgot about the knife. I got it last time when I died. There we go. I am curious if, since they are redoing Code Veronica, if they actually are going to do like 5 or 6. It'd be absolutely hysterical if they redo 6 and keep most of the systems like intact and just make it not like, because like what little I played of 6, because I have played it. I started one route, I forget which one, and I just played like 10 minutes and I'm like, yep, I can see why this game is hated. And then just uninstalled it. I think I had it on like console. I like popped the disc out and I went back to GameStop and sold it back to him. I was like, yeah, this game sucks. Take it back, please. Oh, right, yeah, the room in there is going to be where Yawn is, and if I remember right, there is... I think there's an item box in that room to the left. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm just going to have to walk all the way down and get the grenade launcher, because I don't want to fight Yawn without that. Fucker. Burn, baby, burn. Her handgun does not... I mean, granted, I could just be shit at my shots. But the handgun feels very... I mean, this is a survival horror game. I'm not supposed to feel powerful. This isn't Resident Evil 4. It's like jumping out of this from Resi 4 to this, where the handgun is king. It's too dark to see much of anything. Turn on the lights. Unlit candlestick. Ah, cozy. Shotgun shell? Sure. Okay, so there is no... Okay. I thought there was like an item box near here, because that room there is where Yawn is, if I recall correctly. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, this way. You done spooked me, gentlemen. I think Dead Space has like the best like handgun for you take the music. Aha. There we go. Okay, do we go fight Yawn or do we go solve the puzzle? Decisions. Either way, I have to go back to get like well, we have to go that way anyway. Actually, hang on, let me see. Well, that typewriter is there, so that is somewhat closer. Okay, so I'm gonna drop all this stuff off and then just load up on weapons and health, so then we can fight Yawn without much issue. This way. I am excited after this, since I'm playing Resident Evil 2 and 3 original, because I haven't played 2 original since I was literally a child on the N64 at my friend's house, so I'm excited to see how that one, because I distinctly remember that one scaring the ever-loving bejesus out of me, because I did not understand tank controls, especially on the N64 controller. The abomination that thing is. I say lovingly. Not a single drop of kerosene remains. Fuck! Okay, so I can drop these off anyway. Let's solve that real quick. Good, got the sheet music. So many herbs. Okay, shotgun. I mean, to be fair, I'll be fair. My friend had a lot of games that, because my parents followed the ESRB, and they were actually really strict with like my internet access. So like a lot of cooler stuff was because like my friend, like learning it from like my friends and stuff, because like I wasn't allowed to play Grand Theft Auto because my parents like, no, you're not playing a game with hookers. You're like 5. What's a hooker? No, you can't have a MySpace. You're too young for social media. You can go play on Neopets and Club Penguin. I miss Neopets. I've actually been replaying a game very near and dear to my heart because I played it a lot when I was a kid. I remember like really being infatuated with like the commercials. I'll grab a first aid spray. Ah, shit. Really being infatuated with like the commercials. And I remember saving up money for it to buy it, like saving up my allowance for like a long time. And then it wasn't like for my birthday or anything. I remember coming home one day and my mom had gotten it and left it on my bed, just like out of the blue. I was so happy. It was the Neopets PS2 game, The Darkest Fairy. And like, I remember I asked my dad for it and he was just kind of brushed it off because the name. It's like, ah, that's some gay girly shit. And my mom got it. And it's so good. Like, it has no reason to be as good as it is. Like it's not open world in the sense of like open world now. It's closer to like Ocarina of Time style. Because like, it's like, oh, you go into this. There are no loading screens in it either, which absolutely blew my mind. There's like no loading screen, so it's like you start in one area and you can walk all the way to the other side of the map and you can see all the different areas you're going to visit. So like, oh, you see those canyon lands out in the distance, you go there. You see that big old castle in the distance, you can walk there. And it has like a really cool elemental system. It's very basic. It's a lot like the materia system in Final Fantasy VII where, oh, you equip element on weapon. Now weapon does elemental damage for that, which does double damage to people who are weak to that element. If you equip same element as your opponent's elemental attacks are to your armor and your shield, then it halves the damage that you receive. You know, just really basic stuff like that. And it's just has a lot of side stuff like treasure hunts. So you go buy a treasure map and you go find it on the map, and it's usually like really good loot. And also just like a plethora of side quests. Like it's a licensed Neopets game from like 2005. Why did they go so hard in developing like an actual like big epic Zelda style adventure game? Like that goes like the FMVs are very dated. I always, even as a kid, I thought the FMVs didn't look great. Like I think the base game graphics look better because it's very cartoony and definitely it's like Wind Waker where it's definitely aged pretty well. God, that game is so good. And there's just like so many like little things hidden in it, like little mechanics that are hidden. It's so good. So good. Okay, time to fight a snake. It's locked. Fuck! After all that prep, after all that. Okay, actually, let me just... Let me just reload. Be faster than walking. In the darkness lies your fears. Yeah, after I'm done with Final Fantasy 16, because like I said, I have been kind of like trying to binge it just so I can, because I forgot how close the concert was. I do kind of plan on going back to playing 12 and like my off time since I'm streaming 9. Because spent like a decent amount of time just playing it on my off time, so it's like, eh. So I was originally like playing the games like in order since due to the Pixel remaster release. I just got like a craving to play 12, and then also 16 was like, I gotta finish this so I can actually have this opinion on it. Fuck. And I really like it. It's definitely like high upper B tier for me for if I were to like do a tier rating for the series. 4 is my number one, or not number one overall favorite, but it's 4 is the top of B tier for me because like it's the one that introduced, I mean 2 technically had a more engrossing air quote story than 1 and 3 did, but that game just does not play well. It's not very fun actually. But like 4 was like the big one, the one with the big epic story, the jump to ATB instead of traditional turn-based. It's like just introduced so many things to Final Fantasy. But I just think that there are other entries that just do a lot better. That's why I kind of like keep it up in like, it's definitely like upper B, low A for me, because it does a lot of good stuff, but it also the story is really good, but it is also very bare bones compared to like the games that came before and the games that came after. Because like, you know, the jump to ATB is there's a lot less character customization in it than say 1, 2, and 3 do, and also 5 and 6 after that. Because it's the one where like each character as they level up, they learn their abilities, which is cool. But the game also has like complete control over who your party members are. You don't really get a say on what your party is, who your party members are. Like even by endgame, like you're gonna have the same party everyone else does because the game just forces you to have that party. Which not even 13 does that in certain areas, but once the game opens up, air quotes, you can actually like make your own party and have them be the way that you want them to be. And like 16 at least still has the like the icons. You can still like mix and match abilities and make Clive fight the way that you want Clive to fight and make him like your own vessel for how you want him to be. 4 just really railroads you into how to play the game. And like, so like the only real customization that you get is just in regards to like your equipment. And even then it's just gonna be very basic stuff like, do I use sword or sword with better stat? IG, I wonder. So it's good, but and definitely like very influential, but I definitely of the actual like heavy story-based Final Fantasy games, I think it's on the weak, not the story itself, but like once they stopped being as primitive as they were on the Famicom, I think it's weaker than 5 due to the lack of customization and weaker than 6 narratively and gameplay wise. Then you get the PS1 games, then the PS2 games, etc, etc, etc. But 4, really good. Very good game. I like 4. It also has Rydia, who is an absolute baddie. She is one of the hottest Final Fantasy girls, and it's a damn shame that more people don't play like the old stuff. Because I want to see more Rydia cosplayers. Like you go to convention, there's gonna be 1,000, not 1,000, you know, there's gonna be a ton of Tifa's, Yuna's, Riku's, Jill if they're playing the recent stuff, or they're cosplaying their character from 14, or maybe occasionally some from 6 or 9. 6 or 9. You rarely see the ones from like 4, especially you very rarely see the ones from 5, which is a damn shame because 5 is one of the best. 5 is A tier. It's so good. An expensive looking grand piano. Well, it's a bad thing Chris can't read. Great job, Jill. Great job. She has really nice hips. Oh, I remember this. I remember this. Yep. Nope. 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 You ain't getting me, game. Shit, I shouldn't have taken... Ah, crap. Now I have to actually go. I should have left it where it was. I shouldn't have grabbed it. Now I gotta go all the way to an item box. Actually, okay, that's not too bad. Okay, that's not too bad of a run. All right. Is there any kerosene here? No. Oh, no, the only other place with kerosene's outside. Damn it. Hello. How are you doing? You usually don't show up for, like, more horror games. I hope you have fun. Can I not get rid of this? Oh, are you watching the original from the 60s? I remember... God, what channel? I think it was on Sci-Fi Channel where I would watch it when I was younger. I know they've done, like, remakes of Twilight Zone, like, a couple times. I think there was one in, like... the 90s, I think? And then there's, like, a recent one. I've always, whenever I think of Twilight Zone, I think of the original from the 60s in black and white. Oh, it's on Tubu, okay. Oh, Tubi. Tubi's nice. Okay, good thing that that's so close. That's convenient. This game has a lot of little gotcha bitch little moments like that. Trevor's diary. November 24th, 1967. 11 days have passed since arriving on this estate. How did I end up like this? A guy in a lab coat brought me a meager plate of food and said, "Sorry to put you through this, but it's for security reasons." That's when it hit me. It all makes sense now. There are only two people that know the secret of this mansion, Sir Spencer and myself. If they kill me, Sir Spencer will be the only person that knows the secret. But for what purpose? It doesn't matter now. It's too dangerous here, my family. I hope they are all right. I have decided to escape. Jessica, Lisa, I pray you are safe. November 26, 1967. How could I be so careless? I lost my favorite lighter, the one Jessica gave me for my birthday. Now it's going to be that much harder to escape this dark place. November 13th, the date when my fate was sealed. My aunt was hospitalized just 3 days before that. Jessica and Lisa said that they were going to visit her. I wish I could be there with her. Wait, even as I'm writing my memory, it's coming back to me more vividly. Just before I passed out, I remember that man in the lab coat said something like, "Most likely your family is already. I pray for their safety." This is written very Japanese. I know Resident Evil is like a Japanese game, but usually like the localization really like hams it up and makes it very Americana. The way the prose is written here feels, I don't know, if you like read like a lot of Japanese like writing, their choices and things already seems kind of, I don't know, it's just something you pick up on. Not saying that's like a bad thing, it's just like something I like kind of picked up on. November 27th, 1967. Somehow I managed to get out of that room, but getting out of this mansion won't be as easy. I have to get past all the booby traps, tiger eyes, gold emblem, have to try and remember for my own sake. We take the gold emblem. Yes. Oh, whoops. Fuck. That's the one I need. I still haven't seen... So I'm gonna say something very surprising for someone who is a bit of a weeb. I still have not seen Death Note. Like, I remember Death Note being very popular when I was in, like, middle school or... middle school. I remember the girls who would sit like L does. Wait, is that his name? L? They would sit like the way he does, and like... I remember seeing all the stuff for Death Note, but I have a general idea of what happens in it. I think I understand what it is. It's like the guy, and he like gets the Death Note, and it drives him, not the Death Note itself, but he gets like a god complex and goes crazy from it until he dies, if I understand it. But like I remember like the weeboo girls would always do like the L perch. Yeah, Mina, the goth chick. Because I remember... I mean, nowadays you see a lot more like cosplays for like her, for like thirst bait. Like, oh, T-Hee, it's Mina from Death Note. Cute goth anime girl. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Okay, put you there. Yeah, I still need to watch it because it is like... You know, it's one of the... At least here in the West, we consider it a classic. I have no idea if the Japanese actually give a shit about Death Note. It's like one of those things where like here in the West, we put like... We really like Cowboy Bebop. And then like in Japan, Cowboy Bebop does not have nearly the same following it does, from what I understand. That it's like very much more of a Western thing to be as infatuated with that series as we are. So I'm not sure if that's like a similar deal with like Death Note, where that's just much more of a Western thing than it is like a Eastern thing. Because I know at least in Final Fantasy circles, 7 is like, it's the big one. It's when people think of Final Fantasy. And then over in like Japan, it's more 10 and 6 is the more popular entry. Okay, so that is at... What is that, 255? Okay, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, so you go on increments of... Okay, you go on increments of 15, it seems like. Oh, no, wait, I'm dumb. That's not... It's not actually based off the time of where it is. It's based off where they're located, the swords. Okay, picture two knights striking each other. The short sword has been thrust into the breast of one knight, while the long sword has pierced the head of the other. Okay. So breast and head. Okay. Okay, small. Turn left. No. I misunderstood the puzzle for a second. Yay. Will you take the mansion key? Yes. Nothing unusual. Okay, where can I get... Actually, I think I need to go back and get some kerosene. I already took care of all those dogs, so it should be fine, I think. Unless I decide to just drop something on me. Okay, so just hang a right, then go up, and then... Okay, just two rooms. Shouldn't be too bad. Who, Jill? Yeah, she is in her STARS uniform in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Did Resident Evil 3 not come out yet? I'm trying to remember when that game came out. Because like her outfit in Resi 3, at least for the longest time, was like her definitive like look when people thought of Jill Valentine. And now it's just like kind of her STARS outfit, or if they aren't going STARS or doing the remake outfit, which I'm not a big fan of how her outfit looks in remake. I like the skirt. It's very nice. Is it impractical? Yes. Do I care? Not really. Okay, I only have one kerosene, so I'm gonna have to be very frugal. Luckily, though, I've killed, like, almost every zombie that I've encountered. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is so good. I haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom 1 or 2. I played the snot out of 3, and that game is so fun. I would usually go 0, X-23, and I forget who the other character would be. But man, it's a shame they haven't made another Marvel vs. Capcom game since 3. Sure is a shame that they have not made more of those. Just making sure that is completely covered so he doesn't find some way to, like, get around. Because I do not need a Crimson Head just running around. Okay, so... I would say that's true for, like, every Resident Evil character, not just Jill. Like, part of the thing with, like, Leon's characterization is he does crack a lot of jokes, but at least is partially so that he can, like, cope with all the trauma for all the things he's dealt with. Like, all the Resi characters are more or less horribly traumatized by the things that they've dealt with. I think that's actually something Resident Evil 5 does pretty well, is like it's a pretty good exploration of Chris's character, even if the game itself is overall kind of meh. Because it takes itself a lot more seriously than 4 does. Because like 4 is trying to be really campy, and then the remake made it so that all the campiness on Leon's part is him just coping with the trauma from the Raccoon City incident. Okay, where else? I know Yawn is to the right. Where was the other room that said I needed the mansion key? Actually, let me check down here. In remake for 3, granted the remake is not good. Like, it cut like 90% of Resident Evil 3. Like gameplay wise, like there's like barely anything from that game in it. Yeah, like after the Spencer Mansion is Raccoon, like from what I understand, the Raccoon City Police Department, due to its involvement with Umbrella and Spencer and all that, is they were trying to get rid of the agents who were involved with the Raccoon or with the Spencer Mansion incident. So, like, it would make sense for... That's, like, part of why Nemesis is going after Jill, is Nemesis is designed to go and kill all the STARS officers. That's why he goes, stars. Because he's trying to go after Jill. He's trying to go after all the other remaining stars. There are octagonal indentations to the right and left of the door. Okay, so I do not have the things for... Oh, hang on. I have one of them. I have one. Let me go grab that actually and put that away. Yeah, because like it's because Resident Evil 3 Remake could have been DLC for 2. That's how short it is. Like it's literally even if it's your first time playing it, you're gonna beat the game in like 2 to 3 hours. It is abhorrently short. And I'm not saying like, oh, games need to be like the size of Skyrim to be good or whatever, but like if you're remaking a game that originally was like 8 to 10 hours and now even someone who's never played it before can beat it in like 2, and most of the game is not original game is not present, that's an issue. Because like Resident Evil 2 Remake, it's been a long time since I played the original, but like most of what's in the original 2 is in the remake, or it's been expanded on in the remake. So 3 Remake just completely like butchered the game. Actually, I streamed it and I bitched a lot when I was playing it. Because it is so dang short. Okay, take that. I'm actually gonna save just to be on the safe side. It's old typewriter. You can save your progress. Use ink ribbon? Yes. I have a feeling I can probably go fight Yon right now, but I do want to kind of explore with this new key and see what I can grab. Because if I remember right, it actually said like the, oh shit, whoops. Ah, dang it, wrong place. Wrong item. It's the helmet key, actually, if I remember right, is what I need to go fight Yon. Which this isn't the helmet key, this is the mansion key. So that opens up the room upstairs. Yeah. Yeah, because this game is a remake of the original Resident Evil, and this is a really good game. I've never played OG Resident Evil, because I didn't have a PS1, and I played 2 on my friend's N64, because he had it, because he had games that people our age really shouldn't have had, because he had Turok, he had Duke Nukem, he had Resident Evil. So like he had games that we really should not have been playing at the ages that we did, but yeah, whatever. That's his mom, not mine. Because I had like Donkey Kong, I had Star Wars Pod Racing, I had Pokemon Snap, so I had like more age appropriate stuff. Because I remember, like, that is a memory seared into my brain, is playing Resident Evil 2, being absolutely terrified due to how realistic the graphics looked, not understanding the control scheme because it was tank controls on an N64 controller, and watching helplessly as Claire got torn apart by a zombie, just, and like the prototype gore that they had, or not prototype, you know, the gore in that game, you know, it's primitive to us now. But when I was like, however old I was and watching Jill get literally torn apart, I was very traumatized by that. It's not nice to... What? What? Does that not go there? It's locked. Ammo of a helmet. Card. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so which room is it? Oh, I know which room it is. Okay, I see it. Wait, is it? Okay, so that room to the right, that one is yawn. I can't go do that because I don't have the key for it. That room over there is also a different key. That one's also a different key. I'm 95% sure it's that one in the top right. Or like the top right quadrant up there. Yeah, it's that way. Do 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 do. That is sort of the fun of the Resident Evil games, in my opinion, is just getting kind of lost and scratching your head. It's kind of reminds me like Dark Souls and Metroid. Those are kind of things I like about those games as well. It's just you get kind of lost, you scratch your head, you look at, I mean, Dark Souls, you can't look at a map, but you look at your map and you go, where can I go with what resources I have? What can I do to solve this? The only time I ever had to look something up for like Super Metroid, which I felt pretty proud of myself for beating that most of that game without looking stuff up. But in Super Metroid, there's like one specific room where the hint as to what you're supposed to do is just very unclear. I think you get locked out if you do that. It's locked. Spencer family emblems carved into doorknob. It's not... What? Graving with shield. Shield. There we go, game. Shield key. Okay. Okay, shield, 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 shield. Wait, is Yawn the shield key room? Is there a lot of them that are armor or helmet? Let's see. I thought Yawn said he was a helmet key. Okay, let's go check. I don't remember which one said that they were shield. Shield key, gotta find the shield key. I really hope it's not in the room upstairs where the Crimson Head is, because I just ran for my life and did not kill that thing. I don't feel like trying to take one of those things on with just a handgun. Okay, shield. What's this door? It's locked. An ammo helmet. Okay, so that's a helmet room. That's also a helmet room up there. You can't access that one up there yet. Let's go this way. Let's go this way and check. Because there are a couple of red doors over there. So then that way we can see if any of those are shield doors. And if they're not, then that means it's just the key for Yawn. In which case we can just go fight and kill him. can pop through there. Okay. Alrighty, just back this way. How old is Jill in this? I forget. Because like most of like the Resident Evil characters aren't like super duper old in their first game. They're still like relatively young. And that's sort of like the thing where you see them like age in real time as the series progresses into the modern day. You see them becoming like old, like with Chris and Leon. Old man Leon, he's gonna break his hip. God, I have so many. I'm gonna hold off on mixing anything, and just in case I find like another red herb. I don't think there's gonna be like enough red herbs to do all those greens into a green-red mix, but definitely gonna hold off on it till I get eyes on them. Okay, is this a shield door? It's locked. Emblem of a helmet. Okay, so that's a helmet door. Okay, let's see if that room in there is a... Okay, so that's helmet. That's helmet. I don't remember if the room over there is helmet. Okay, so let's go check that door. I forgot there was a Crimson Head in that room. Let's go solve that problem. Let's solve that Crimson Head problem, shall we? Okay, is there anything down here I missed? Nope. Yeah, I meant like, I couldn't remember if Jill was like 20 or like 22. Because like, Resident Evil is kind of, air quotes, realistic. Because like, Jill is like a star member of her police, which in Raccoon City is like their equivalent to SWAT. So she's like a SWAT police officer. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to call like the Yu-Gi-Oh girls by their like Japanese names, even though I've been trying to rewatch the series in its original Japanese dubbing. Okay, can you burn Crimson Head? Not necessary. Okay. No, you can't. Yeah, like the ages for like fictional characters doesn't actually bother me. I don't really care. You know, they're not real. But it's just like something I was trying to think in like my head, like how old would Jill be now? Because like Leon is like in his late 40s, early 50s, and like same with Chris. And Jill's like around the same age, if I remember right. So I'm just like trying to figure out how old she is in this game, because this is set in like in the 90s when it was actually made. It's like either 96 or 98, I forget what. Okay, so that's a helmet door. Okay, so I think this might just be for Jan. Speaking of you, I'm really hoping Traptrix gets some support, because Traptrix is what I mainly play. Like, I have a tier elements deck as well, but I know Trap Trick's a lot better. Yep, she's a Christmas cake. She's she's old. She's hit her expiration date. It's locked from the other side. Okay, so that's locked from that side. Okay. Yeah, this might just be for Yawn. I'm not going to kill that zombie just because it would just be a massive waste of resources. He's very easy to get around. Like, he's not in a tight confined space. He's not a Crimson Head. He's just he's very easy to get around. Okay, I'm going to go check that room just to double check, because if that's like if that room also is not a shield key, then that means this is just a key to fight Yawn. Oh, heck. Alrighty. Then, yep, this way. My gut is telling me it's probably not going to be a shield room that is just for Yawn, but let's go check just to be sure. Because if it is Yawn, then I'm going to have to change out my loadout, get saved, and then just head and fight them. It's locked. Emblem. Okay, so yeah, all these are helmets. That's the last key I need. Shield is just for Yawn, it seems like. Ooh, goody, we're gonna get to test the grenade launcher. Open it up. I will say, the more I listen to the save room theme in this one, I am kind of vibing with it. It's not as good as like 4's, but I do like it. Okay, put you away. I do wish I could change my inventory like you can in the other ones, just from the screen without having to do everything else, but alas. Okay, so I'm gonna only have space for one herb, actually. Who are my favorite hags? Willow Schnee. Like, just off the bat, Willow Schnee, I think, is top tier hag wife. Like, she has an absolute dump truck ass, and she is just so hot. And like, I mean, she is a bad mom, air quotes. I mean, yeah, she is actually. I like that it's like, she still loves her kids. She's just an alcoholic and can't cope with the horrible life that she's stuck in. So like, at least for me, I feel sympathy for her. And also it's like, aw, your life sucks. Can I make it better with sex? Let's see, other hags I like. That's hard. I am a bit of a connoisseur, so it's like, I'm... Hags. Which hags do I like? This is hard. Yep, wrong way. I guess technically the Resident Evil girls now, like in modern day setting, they are all like in their 50s and 40s now. So I guess they're technically hags now. But we haven't seen like Jill or like Claire like as they look in modern day. I think Ada, the closest we get is like how she looks in like the concept art in Resident Evil 8. Whoopsie. Wait, what? How do I get? Oh, duh. Yeah, Willow is like, she is stacked. Like, it is insane. Like, I remember, so like during volume, what volume was it? Volume 8, I think. They like some of the like one of the behind the scenes things that was announced on like Twitter was like in regards to Willow is like her model is so caked up that they have like during a scene where it's like showing her from like up on the balcony from like behind when she's like standing next to Whitley, they had to actually change her model and like move her hips further up her torso just so like her body would look and it just look correct just due to how big her ass is. Like she is so caked up, it is ridiculous. It is like I remember seeing the scene when she's first introduced and she's like having the conversation with Weiss and like it goes to like the side profile of her and like everyone, like all the stuff on like social media, Tumblr, Twitter, whatever, and I remember watching it and going, holy shit, how on Jock cannot handle all that. I will volunteer to replace him. Weiss, I will be your new dad. Okay, so it was just for Yawn. I will say that it's a minor nitpick. I do kind of prefer the remakes in 2 and 3 where they will mark on the map what keys, like what rooms need certain keys. It just makes it easier to like keep track of stuff. I mean, it's good to know like the last key I need is just the helmet key. So once I have the helmet key, I'm more or less gonna be pretty full on the Spencer Mansion. I could have saved myself like 20 minutes just running around checking doors. Alrighty, here's the big boy. Here's a snake. Do I not have? No, I don't. I will say that is something I don't like in the change from like the Maya to the Poser software engine, because Weiss's appeal, at least for me, was that Weiss was very petite. She's very flat. She's like, you know, all the girls in the main team had very different body types. And then like in the Poser model or in the Maya era, it feels like they just use the same body type and just copy paste the heads and swap those out. Because like Weiss has like the same exact, like they might change like the height, which might explain why characters look weird and have odd proportions. But like Weiss's bust is as big as Yang's, and Yang's bust seems a lot smaller than it did in the Maya era. And it's like, I mean, I know the company has got a low budget, but you guys had very different body types between the main girls when you had a literal shoestring budget, and now that you have a bigger budget, you're just using like the same model for all the girls. Come on now. Because like I really don't like how busty Weiss became as the series went on, because like her appeal was that she is like, her physical appeal at least was that she's short, she's petite, she's flat, and like she has like what she lacks in well-developed body type, she more makes up with her personality and how vicious and like things like that. Like they just really sanded off a lot of Weiss's edge as the series went on. Granted, I mean, she can't stay a rich bitch for the entire series, but just lamenting. But yeah, it's amazing how Willow is built like that, and then Weiss is, or at least originally, built like a stick. It's very funny. Honestly, I think Willow is kind of hotter than Weiss in some areas, just due to that. Oh no, big snake. I would not want to see that eat Jill. That would be horrible. Who would want to see that happen?
Payback time.
Dude, you're a baller. That was easy.
Thanks.
Dude, sick gun. That's better than mine.
Richard!
Oh, bye, Richard. Man, that could have been Jill. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh, are you running away? Oh, okay. Bye. Sick. Nice gun. Thanks, Richard. Your death was not in vain, buddy. Okay, how do I... Okay, so in real life, you can extract the shells out of this gun. Oh, shit, I'm poisoned. That's not good. Oh, I don't have any blue herbs. Oh, crap. Where can I get a blue herb? Blind casters stacked on top of each other. Crap. Where are the blue ones at? Okay, real quick, I'm just gonna look something up because I thought this game had blue herbs, but I have not run into any. So real quick, I'm just gonna see if I can use the serum that's in that save room, because if so, I can save myself. If not, I'm just kind of SOL because I have not run into any blue herbs. Okay, so yeah, I go back and get more serum. Okay. That fight wasn't too bad. Ah, sick shotgun. Okay, as I was saying, okay, real life, you can extract... Okay, maybe not this. Let me look at it. But usually there's a way to, like, force the shells out of it, so, like, you can clear the gun and make sure it's unloaded. So that's something that's always kind of bothered me in games, where it's like, oh, sorry, this gun's fully loaded. You can't use the ammo in it on the... Like, just take the ammo out and just add it to the ammo capacity you have. It's like, why can't I? Like, I have a... Clearly, like, I'm carrying an ammo box. Why can't I just rack that thing several times, empty all 6 shells, and just dump it in there? Yeah, same thing with this thing. Like, why... Like, if I find another handgun, why can't I just drop the mag and just add it to this? Yeah, video games. I understand, like, why, because video game, but...
Oh, am I poisoned?
Yeah, honey, you are. You're gonna
I
die.
need serum.
Okay, that's nice that the game was telling me that what to do, though. Didn't need to go look. Okay, I'm here. Okay, so just run around, get to the save. Okay, I can do that. That's easy. Fuck. Nope, sorry. Bye, I ain't fighting you. You ain't worth the resources, buddy. Okay, then head out this door. Okay, then... Okay, yeah, it's easy. Just run across. God, that is a nice gun. I like this gun. Ooh, this is a Benelli. This is an M... Wait, was M4 out yet? Damn, Richard. This is definitely a Benelli. I'm not sure if this is an M2 or M4, just because I'm not sure when the M4 came out. My gut is telling me it's an M4, though. Okay, let's take the path of least resistance. There we go. That way we can just circumvent that zombie and just head straight to where we need to go. Oh wait, I can heal myself. There are green herbs growing here. There's only enough for one more use. Use them? No, I'm not at red. I'm at yellow, so... I try not to heal unless I'm down into the reds. Yay! Serum. Healing. Can't care. Fuck. Jill dies because she was too dumb to just inject the serum straight into her bloodstream. Okay, so let me actually dump this since I got that. Okay, so... Oh, actually, yeah, I know what I have to go do. So after I get healed up and stuff, I'm gonna have to go drop off this last death mask, which is going to drop a crimson head on me, so I'm definitely gonna need... It's death mask without a nose. I'm definitely gonna need to hold on to that assault shotgun, because that crimson heads don't play. Okay, it's gonna be 24 rounds. Yay. Actually, I'm gonna go do that, and then after I get that last item, I'm gonna save and call it there. Because it shouldn't be too long. It's just gonna run outside into that crypt and then just fight that thing. So that hopefully isn't gonna take too long. I'm gonna be right back. Just gotta get some water and use the restroom, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I actually figured out what was wrong with my knife while I was getting water and using the restroom. Is that my knife has a locking mechanism on it on the back. Is they had the lock like set way further forward than it normally is. So I had to like fiddle with it to get it to like come out. Wait, what am I doing? But it's now operational the way it should be. It doesn't seem like it's any sharper. But the spring definitely, like, it definitely springs out a lot faster than it used to. The blade still looks pretty worn, which is kind of annoying because it was meant to be, like, serviced and cleaned. I mean, it was meant to be, like, cleaned, oiled, serviced, and, like, repaired and sharpened. It doesn't look like it's been sharpened too much, but I don't know. I was just trying to do, like, the basic, like, hair test where you run the blade against your arm and see if it like cuts off the hair on your arm, because it's, you know, it's supposed to be like razor sharp, so it should cut like a razor does. Not doing like a razor like shaving motion, but just like lightly brushing it against your skin. But it didn't seem to do that. But the blade does look like the blade looks better, but I'm not sure if it actually is sharper. But I mean, the blade, it definitely looks better overall than it did when I sent it in, so that's nice at least. And I've missed my knife. It was a rather expensive one, and it's Benchmade, so it's very, very high quality. It's very durable. She has serviced me well. I like it. The Kershaw I got as like a temporary replacement. It's fine. It's definitely like a keep in my car kind of thing because it has a safe, what is it? A seatbelt cutter and like a window smasher built into it. I just kind of got it because I liked how the blade looked, and it seemed like it felt nice in the hand. Okay, time to kill this thing. Oh, right, this is entirely not optional. You have to kill this thing. I can't believe I came into this without bringing any type of healing item. That was very dumb on my part. That could have gone very bad. Flames are dancing wildly. Okay, so let's go loot. There's a switch. Press it. There's something here. We take this stone and metal object. Yes. Emblem was carved on the octagonal object. Done like dinner. Yeah, that could have gone very bad for me. Because the Crimson Heads are like the worst enemies to deal with. They're fast, they're aggressive, they hit like a truck. Coming into this fight without a healing item, that was pure hubris on my part. That could have really gone bad on my part. Oh no, not dogs. Not dogs. How do I grab the other half of the emblem? I guess not. You go down here. Yeah, there's one. I thought I tried the other one already. Okay, then I can take... Wait, is there another item in here? Have I just missed it? Am I blind? Chinese urn. Chinese urn. Is there something over here I missed? Nope. Okay. Okay, well, when we get to the save room, we'll heal, then call it for the night. Because I thought the Wind and Crest emblem I had I can use on that door, but I guess not. Because that's the only thing I can think of, because I have no other places to go to. Because I don't have any other keys I can use. I don't have any other places I can go. Yeah, because everywhere else needs the helmet key. Alrighty, let's get healed up. Actually, yeah, let me swap that. Pretty sure it's that Wind Crest. I don't know why it didn't work before. Okay, what's my health at? Let me take 2 herbs. Alright, we're nice and green now. There's an icon depicting wind. No, this isn't it. Okay, yeah, I don't need that yet. I'm not sure where I use that at. I'm guessing I use it to replace the actual item that I need, because that's the only thing I can think of. It's a similar shape, but it doesn't have the, like, symbol that was engraved on the back of the other one. It also does not have the umbrella color scheme. So I'm guessing I'm going to use that to, like, Indiana Jones something. Solo typewriter. You can save your progress. Use ink ribbon? Yes. Okay, I'm going to call it there for tonight. Oh, oops, my eyebrows are angry. Yep, I'm gonna call it there for tonight. Decent progress. We got all the death masks taken care of. We got the first yawn fight done. We got most of the mansion explored. We still have more to do in the game, because there's the outside area and then there's like the secret laboratory area. So there's still like a decent chunk of game left to do. But gonna call it there for tonight. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a good one. Bye bye.